So this question that was posed to Janet Yellen was very, very logical because it speaks about human behavior. And I'm just going to let the question play out because there's one particular spot in here of her reaction where it's like, OMG, really?
Start with some of the banking issues we're dealing with on it. Will the deposits in every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of their size, be fully insured now? Are they fully recovered? Every bank, every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of the size of the deposit, will they get the same treatment that SVB just got or Signature Bank just got?
A bank only gets that treatment if a majority of the FDIC board, a supermajority of the Fed board, and I, in consultation with the president, determine.
So as she's answering this question, you're seeing a lot of head movement in the positive. She's not trying to hide. She's tapping lightly with her hand that you do see to her points. Oh, no, it's not every bank's going to get this. We're not going to bail out everybody. It's okay. We've got it under control. We know exactly what we're doing. But as this shit show goes on,
that the failure to protect uninsured depositors would create systemic risk and significant economic and financial consequences.
So what is your plan?
We made that determination.
Right. So what is your plan to keep large depositors from moving their funds out of community banks into the big banks? We have seen the mergers of banks over the past decade. I'm concerned you're about to accelerate that by encouraging anyone who has a large deposit in a community bank to say, we're not going to make you whole, but if you go to one of our preferred banks, we will make you whole at that point.
Look, I mean, that's certainly.
Now it has changed. Shrug of the shoulders. The hand's more or less grabbing the desk now. It's not tapping. She's kind of looking around because the brain didn't think in this direction. Those Keynesians, something about a belief system that just makes you, well, dumb.
Not something that we're encouraging.
That is happening right now.
That is happening.
That is happening right now. What is her response? It comes in the positive because her positive head movement, it gets interrupted, and then it slows down as she realizes, puts the pen down. I don't know what to do.
Because depositors are concerned about the bank failures that have happened and whether or not other banks could also
No, it's happening
and
because you're fully insured no matter what the amount is. If you're in a big bank, you're not fully insured if you're in a community bank.
Well, you're not fully insured. And
you were at Signature, and it just barely met that threshold. You were at Signature.
Well, we felt that there was a serious risk of contagion that could have brought down and triggered runs on many banks, and that's something, given that our judgment is that the banking system overall is.
I swear, at this point, it looks like even these people are NPCs. I don't know who designed this video game, but it sucks. And the NPCs aren't even good.
Safe and sound. Depositors should have confidence in the system, and we took these actions.
So there's a special assessment that's been done on community banks in my state and all banks across the country. Was there any discussion that that special assessment would only apply to the larger banks, or was it always assumed the special assessment would cover every bank, including rural banks in my state?
I think I'm not certain what the rules are around that. That's for the FDIC to determine.
It has been reported publicly that SVB had a large number of Chinese investors that are there, including some that were companies directly connected to the Chinese Communist Party. Will those individuals, companies, entities, and investors that are Chinese investors be made whole based on assessments in my banks in Oklahoma? So what I'm asking is, will my banks in Oklahoma pay a special assessment to be able to make Chinese investors whole from Silicon Valley Bank?
Uninsured investors will be made whole in that bank, and I suppose that could include foreign depositors, but I don't believe there's any legal basis to discriminate among uninsured.
I get it, but
depositors.
I'm just saying my community banks are going to pay this additional fee. It is always fascinating to me as well, the conversation that taxpayers are being made whole in this, that taxpayers are not going to have any kind of consequence on this. I'm sure my bankers are going to be very excited to know they no longer pay taxes.
I'm excited to know we no longer pay taxes. I didn't know this was a thing now. Oh, come on. You know nobody pays taxes. You pay a slave fee. If the state is just printing it, you're not funding anything. It's literally a slave fee. If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers.